Just had a mind-blowing experience. Now coming here right now, it's calm, the temperature is really relaxed, everybody's just here, kids are playing football, they're happy, the women are sitting here talking, eating food, chilling out. Allah knows best, I'm not 100% sure, but if it is the current position, I am in an amazing place where I made this dua for you. What am I thinking right now? You're gonna have to bear with me because this video is a bit different. This video is a bit longer than usual. When I edit this video, I'm not gonna cut so much. I'm just gonna tell you like the reality of how things are. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It is the time after Maghrib and before Esha. I've finally gotten into the Masjid Al-Aqsa. We had a heavy 2 days. If you haven't seen my previous vlogs, you'll see them in the playlist. I'm actually quite breathless because I've been doing a lot of walking up and down, and I'm really tired. We've been traveling so much the last 4 days. It's exhausting when you come to these places, but it's completely worth it, 100% coming here. Now, I'm just trying to think about how to put my words together here. So you're gonna have to be patient with me with this video. So it's a Saturday night. We arrived in Jerusalem Thursday night. Friday, didn't get into the mosque for Fajr, got rejected for whatever reason. Went to 6 different gates, got rejected. Got in before Jummah, did the tour of the whole city. Then prayed Jummah in Masjid Al-Aqsa, alhamdulillah. Saw all the important places in this area. And then what we did was the next day, which is today, Saturday, we went to Khalil, Hebron. We went to Bethlehem, looked at all the sites there. If you want to see the videos of those places, it's in the playlist. Again, I'm repeating it. You can watch them in the playlist. We had a really good tour guide, really good experience with the company, the tours that we came with, and the tour guide from this area, the Palestinian tour guide. His knowledge was phenomenal. You can tell he's a educated individual with a lot of passion in his area of history. And we've just had a mind-blowing experience. Now coming here right now, it's calm, the temperature is really relaxed, everybody's just here, kids are playing football, they're happy, the women are sitting here talking, eating food, chilling out. The Azaan's just happening now, so I'm just going to stop talking. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. Azim. So it's just turned 8:54, so 6 minutes to 9, and the Esha call for prayer has finalized. These are like really good moments. That I'm going to remember for a long time. Alhamdulillah. So blessed to be here. I've learnt a lot coming here. Seeing things first-hand experience has been a different experience for me. Alhamdulillah, we're so fortunate we live where we live and we live the way we live. Because these guys here, they're struggling. Like every place they get checked, every way. You know, I won't go into too much details because if I talk about my experiences here, I can do another hour video on it. So let's just enjoy the moment and where we are. Like the architecture is phenomenal. I don't know much about art, but I'm just looking at this place and I'm thinking, wow. I think I've got about 10 minutes left until Esha starts, so I'll just do some more filming before I go in. How you doing, lads? You alright, yeah? Enjoying? You good? You'll get in, yeah?
Alhamdulillah.
Take care. just met some guys yesterday, about 6 guys from Bradford, and they were just telling me about the experiences that they've had coming here and why they keep coming back here. And we all had similar experiences. Such a peaceful place, honestly. Like, it's so spiritual. Like, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, watch them, because I've gone into detail of literally vlogging everything to the point where my shoulder feels like it's going to come out of the blade, right side and left side. Now, I'm not a professional cameraman. I'm literally a pure amateur, but I bought this camera a couple of months ago and I thought, let me post this publicly. There's no point of me leaving this content for myself. Now, I didn't make this channel or my other socials to like become famous or earn money from it. I'm literally earning nothing from it. I don't want to earn anything from it. I just literally am filming these places so people can see these places that I've been lucky enough to visit. Honestly, that's my only intention. Alhamdulillah, Allah has given me a lot. I've got a good job, I've got a good business, nice family, nice everything. Alhamdulillah, I don't need any more. I'm more than happy in my personal life. Only intention is to show people these places. And alhamdulillah, I've been lucky in the last year or so to travel so many different places and learn so many things. And one thing about me is my memory isn't amazing. I keep forgetting details. So for me to record these things, I do watch them back and I do revise what I've heard and listened to, and literally recording this stuff, hearing the tour guide again when I go back to London will be beneficial for me, because then I'll remember the details of events that have happened. And I think this tour guide was really good. He was really, really good. I don't know what company he works for, but the company we came with was Ziyara Tours, based in London. Local brothers doing good work, sending so many people to this area to benefit the tourism. One of my feelings before coming here was anxiety and stress about what it's going to be like. Obviously, I've heard horror stories from people. But one disappointing thing was the people that I know who came here never went into detail when they described to me about when they came here and the experiences they've had. Now, I'll just talk a little bit about my experience so it's easy for people who are going to come here in the future. Now, it's August 2024. That's the current time. Today is, to be more specific, Saturday 17th of August 2024. This video is not going to come out until mid-September, October 2024, or even later, because I've of course got so many things to do. I have to balance it with my job, my family, my responsibilities. I think Jamaat's going on. I'm going to stop recording. I've messed up my timings completely. I'll commence recording after Salah. Okay, I'll just carry on recording until I go to the place of prayer. There's 2 Jamaats that's happened here. One is behind me, Masjid Qibli, and one is in front of me, Dome of the Rock. And they have 1 Azaan but 2 Jamaats. Remember what our Prophet ﷺ said, this whole place is Masjid Al-Aqsa. So wherever you pray, you get 500 rewards. Alhamdulillah, I've just finished my prayer, my Esha prayer with Jamaat. After I finished praying, Alhamdulillah, I'm so lucky I prayed behind the Imam in the Dome of the Rock Masjid. I always wanted to pray there. I honestly didn't realize the time and what time Salah starts. I then came to this position. There was a young child here. I wanted to record her. I asked her mum. She said, no, don't record her, because she was playing in this area here. So I just gave her privacy. After a minute, she told her child to leave this area, and she told me to come and pray here. So I just prayed my 2 sunnah and my 3 witr. and I made my dua for every single person that asked me for dua. May Allah accept your dua, inshallah. I also pray that whoever's asked me to give salam to these blessed prophets or the blessed awliya of Allah, to present the salam to those great people as well, because sometimes when you're at these places you don't remember everybody's name. So the names I remember, I just present their names and their salam and their duas, and at the end I just say, oh Allah, accept everybody's dua who's asked me. Obviously Allah's got the power to do all things, and if you're watching this video 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 1 year later, may Allah also accept your dua as well. Also Allah accept your salam as well. Look at the position I'm sitting in. This place is said to be the place where the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ led the prayer on the night of Isra wa Miraj, with 124,000 prophets behind me in this location here in Al-Aqsa. Now, of course, people say that this may not be the exact position of where Rasul ﷺ prayed, but some people do believe it. Allah knows best. I'm not 100% sure, but if it is the current position, I am in an amazing place where I made this dua for you. And of course, if you make dua now, inshallah Allah will accept it. As I mentioned before, I'm just a normal person. I'm not a scholar or a teacher or anything. I've got sins really high level, Allah forgive me, but I'm trying to better myself, better my character, learn more about my deen. Now, if you look at this position, it's such an amazing place to be in. The spirituality level is too high here, and I'm feeling so relaxed. I feel like I've just come back from Hajj or Umrah. Again, I've experienced Hajj and Umrah, alhamdulillah. I've been to so many different places, but right now I just feel at peace, I feel relaxed, I feel chilled out, alhamdulillah. I'm just going to show you this place, inshallah. You know, sometimes things are just meant to happen and they happen. Like, I didn't even have intention to pray in this masjid. I wanted to pray in Masjid Qibli with my friends, and I got separated with my friend because he wanted to come to the mosque by himself. And look, I prayed in Jamaat here. I thought I missed like 2 rakats, but I actually joined on the first rakat, so I prayed all 4 of the Esha Fard with Jamaat, alhamdulillah. And the brother who came next to me, he put a musalla down and he made it comfortable for me, alhamdulillah. And then I just came here and I prayed my 2 sunnah and 3 witr and made my dua, alhamdulillah. I don't know how this happened, but it just happened, alhamdulillah. Blessed. And you know, this video I'm recording is pretty much uncut, so I'm just recording in 1 take. Now, what am I thinking right now? You're gonna have to bear with me because this video is a bit different. This video is a bit longer than usual. When I edit this video, I'm not gonna cut so much. I'm just gonna tell you like the reality of how things are. So, with the whole experience of coming here, I'll tell you from start to end. Now, as I mentioned earlier, it is August. Last month in July, I went to Turkey. I've got all those videos on the playlist as well. And the month before that, in May, we went to Iraq with the same tour company. Now, I booked Turkey for a different reason. You could say medical, like I have a problem with my tooth, so I got a tooth replaced at the back. They put the screw in and I'm gonna go and get the implant at the back because I've got a missing tooth at the back. I've had this issue for over 5-6 years now, so I just thought, let me go to Turkey and get it done. In the UK, it's costing me 2,500–3,000. In Turkey, it's costing me 500. So you do the maths, it's common sense. So I went to Turkey to get my tooth done, but I actually visited all the maqams as well at the same time. And inshallah, I will go back to Turkey to finish off my treatment. But that's not the full reason why I booked Turkey. There's another reason, but I accidentally booked that flight and I ended up going, and alhamdulillah, I'm so happy I went. But with the Iraq one, I definitely wanted to go there for a long time, and I booked it and we went there. We experienced all those places like Najaf, Karbala, you know, giving salam to Mawla Ali radiyallahu anhu. and Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu, Shaykh Abdul Aziz Fredericks radiallahu anhu, etc., etc. So that experience was amazing. And now look, 2 months later, I'm here in Al-Aqsa, subhanallah, visiting all these places. Before I came here, I only associated this place with Al-Aqsa. I thought this masjid here is Masjid Al-Aqsa. How mistaken was I? The whole complex is Masjid Al-Aqsa, because if you think about it, 124,000 is not a little bit number of prophets that prayed here. It's a huge number. So how can they all fit in this place? It's the whole area. The whole area is blessed. Now, I'm going to get to the point now. Yeah. So basically, when we came here, we booked this trip in like June time. It's very quick and easy. Pay the deposit to the company. They basically guarantee a spot. Obviously, they need customers to pay a deposit to confirm the position. Once we did that, we applied for a visa online. It literally took 1 or 2 minutes for me to fill in my details on the visa. They basically ask you stuff like your parents' name, what job you do, your name, your address, date of birth, nationality, etc. You fill it in, and so as soon as I submitted it, it said we've received your application. After 2 minutes, I got another email saying your application has been approved. So my visa and everybody's visa to Al-Aqsa was free of charge. Yeah. The flight, obviously, I'm not going to expose how much I've paid for the whole package, but it was round about the same amount of money. Actually, not the same amount, way less money than I paid for Iraq. Now, if you book directly with Wizz Air or other companies that fly here to Tel Aviv or to Amman, it costs like between 150 and 250, 300 pounds to come here, so it's cheap. The cost of food here isn't that expensive. It's probably a bit cheaper than the UK. Water's reasonable as well. You get like 4.6 shillings to a pound, so it's pretty easy there. Now, once you sort of go through all of the administrative things like the visa, you send your passport to the tour company if you're coming with a tour company. Obviously, if you're booking it privately, you don't need to do all that stuff. You just apply online, get the visa, turn up on the day, show your British passport, boarding card, get on the plane and come here, yeah? Now, that was easy. Now, once we came into Amman, Jordan, we basically did all those ziyarats and we took the coach coming through the border. That was pretty much straightforward, I would say. Obviously, they did question me and ask me loads of questions about why I'm coming here. And then what happened is they basically just did their job, like 2, 3 hours, 4 hours just went by, and I just talked to them about who I am, what I do, why I'm coming. It was pretty straightforward, alhamdulillah. And then what happened is, actually before moving to the next part, I've got a video about my experience at the border. You can watch that video as well, and my reflections on that. So then we basically come all the way. So this gentleman here that's just speaking to me, I've basically seen him at least 6 times, and I've given him so much money. I don't even think if he's like legit or not, because he's asking everyone and he's making hundreds of pounds in a day. Now, I'm not saying I don't give charity. Alhamdulillah, I've given a lot of charity here to the right people. Now, this gentleman, I don't feel comfortable giving him any money now, so this is why I didn't bring him in the camera, because he's asked me several times and I've given it to him several times out of my own money, not other people's money. But the other people who gave me money, I've given their money to the right place. Now, if you haven't seen the other video that I've posted, there is a Zakat Foundation inside this whole complex that gives money to the needy who are proper needy, so they have to go there, ask for money, show evidence, etc. But obviously you can come here, give money to young children here if you want, or whatever you want to do, you can do. That's your choice. Now, okay, so what was I talking about? All right, so I was talking about how I came here and the visa. Okay, so the visa thing was straightforward. We came through Amman, told you to watch that video. And then when we came to Jerusalem, we had to go through a checkpoint. So when we went through the checkpoint, the gentleman who was in charge of the group, he said, stop the coach. The guards came on with big assault rifles, walking up and down, everyone having their passport up, checking the passports, checking the visas, checked everyone's, okay, fine, go through into Jerusalem. Now, I came to the hotel, stayed the night, rested, because we needed that rest. Then we came here for Fajr on Friday. Now, the thing is, this place is like you've got the Masjid Al-Aqsa complex like this, and then around it you've got a place called the Old City. So this is the Old City, and this is Masjid Al-Aqsa, yeah, roughly. Don't take my word 100% for this map I've just drawn with my fingers. You can Google it and check it, yeah? I'm not going to put a picture here on here because I'm not so fancy with the editing, so just imagine it in your head, yeah? So this is the Al-Aqsa Mosque complex, Dome of the Rock, Qibli Masjid, all the other underground masjids that are here, the 6 masjids inside here, and around here you've got the Old City. What is the Old City? Old City is basically Old Jerusalem. This is where you have all the shops, you have all the haircut places, the food places, hotels, etc. Now, when you enter the whole complex of the Old City or Al-Aqsa, you have to go through checkpoint. You have to go through doors which are guided by IDF soldiers, guarded by IDF soldiers. So there's 7 on the outside. Anyone can come in. Now, around Al-Aqsa complex, there's also walls like this. And those walls, I believe there's 7. If I'm incorrect in the numbers, please forgive me, Google it. This is not a YouTube channel that's like 100% like factual in terms of this particular thing, yeah? So just don't use me like I'm some expert in this field, because I'm not. I'm literally just an average person, yeah? Pure amateur. So around the Al-Aqsa complex is like gate, and they're called different names, okay? I'm not going to quote the names because I can't remember the names. But I do remember one name, Harold Gate, Majlis Gate. Forgive me if I'm wrong, I can't remember the names, but to me, I wasn't reading the names, I was just kind of walking through, hoping I get in. So these gates are basically guarded by soldiers with big guns, yeah? Now, what I've noticed here is these soldiers are really young. They're like 19, 20, 22 years old. Literally, almost like a bit older than my own students that I teach. Younger than my students, like kids, maybe the age of my niece, okay? Or nieces. They're holding these guns. You go there and then there's like a senior officer there. They're Israeli, they could be Arab Israeli, they could be Israeli or whatever the term is. And then what they do is they basically intimidate you at the gate. So with us, as soon as we go in, they were saying to me, get out, go away, go away. I'm like, what do you mean? Here's my passport. They said, oh, UK, go back to UK, go back to UK, go back to your country. The level of discrimination is phenomenal. Like, I've never ever felt such discrimination in my life. Like, the guy is not even giving me a reason as to why he's refusing me entry. Like, if there's a reason, if I'm a threat or if I've done something wrong, if I'm carrying something wrong, by all means, don't let me in. But you're just not letting me in for your own mood or your own sake. Now, what I have heard from people is that because of the war that happened, or that's happening right now, since October the 7th, they've been very strict according to the borders. They've been stricter according to the entry and exit of people into the mosque, okay? Canadian group also got rejected. So I got rejected 6 times for Fajr, and I just gave up and I went back because I was walking around the whole place for an hour and a half and I was going to miss it. The sun was about to rise. And then yesterday at Maghrib, I got rejected 2 times, but the 3rd time they let me in. So be prepared to face these struggles when you come here. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, why are they doing this? Before October 2023, this wasn't the case. They would just let anyone in. You show a British passport or a European passport, they let you straight in. Now, I don't know if it's a security thing or if it's a political thing or what it is. I don't know what it is. But I kind of felt like they didn't want me to be here and they wanted me to go back. And at times I was thinking, you know what, forget this, let me go back to the hotel and pray or find a local mosque, which I haven't found, by the way. Then I thought, no, why should I feel like that? I've come all the way here to visit this place. I've been dreaming of coming here for a long time. As I grew up, I used to see images of this Dome of the Rock in frames at my, relatives' houses, at my house, on the TV, everywhere. I'm thinking, I've come all this here, why should I give up? So then, alhamdulillah, by, praying and doing dua and everyone's dua, I got in, alhamdulillah. So that's one thing I really disliked, and this is a completely honest thing. Like, I'm not taking anyone's side or saying anything negative, but I'm just saying this is my experience as a person whose family has been living in Britain for many generations. working professional jobs, contributing to the tax system, supporting the local community, supporting people. Like my whole life I've been serving people. Like I've been working in a school, teaching my whole life. I've been giving charity, even I've been giving charity to like British charities as well and Muslim charities. Why? Because we're part of that same society. We live together, we all support each other, we help each other. We're in a multicultural, diverse society. And I'm being discriminated against. What? Because of the colour of my skin? Or because of this hat? Or this phobe? Or this tasbih? Or what? Now, I don't normally dress like this. You've probably seen me in all my videos wearing a hat and sunglasses and tasbih. I don't normally dress like this. I always wear jeans, t-shirt. I've dressed very Western. But when I came here, I felt like I should just wear my normal Western clothes and just get in and forget the hat and all this stuff. But then I thought, no, this represents like the Muslim identity. We should be proud of our clothes and heritage. Like, why should I not come here? So all of these things are going through my head. Anxiety is going through my head. Stress is going through my head about coming here. Of course, like you see pictures on Instagram, oh, this person's in this place, you know, he's having a fantastic time, but you don't see the stuff behind the camera. Now, the reason why I'm talking about my honest truth is because if you're thinking of coming here, be prepared to be tested at the gates. Now, one big advice I'm going to give you is remain patient. Don't answer back to the guards. Don't argue with the guards. Don't shout with the guards, because if you retaliate, you never know. They might look at it like a threat and start shooting at you or doing something like that. And then obviously you never know what the media is going to, you know, make it out to be like what the truth was. So you don't want to take that risk, because at the end of the day, your health is important. And you're just here as a tourist. You're here to visit the holy sites. You're here to pray. You're here to take in all of this spirituality. You're not here for any other reason. Now, one other thing I forgot to mention is every single area here outside in the complex has got cameras that record audio and video, and they've also got facial recognition. So in terms of if anyone does anything dodgy or is dodgy, it's all recorded. But you shouldn't come here for dodgy reasons. You should come here to visit these holy sites. This is why we're here. This is the reason why. Alhamdulillah. So this is just my experience of this place. Thank you very much for watching. I know it's been a long video. I don't have a team or anything with me to edit. There's only one person that helps me from Flux Studio make the thumbnails, and I'm really, really appreciate you, mate. I'm not going to say your name, but Jazakallah khair for your support. May Allah reward you. And inshallah, if you like my content, encourage other people to subscribe so that more people can watch this. Obviously, I might be boring that time. I might be recording rubbish at the time, but forgive me, I'm not a professional. I'm just a basic, pure amateur. I don't think I'm going to do any more recording after this in any other country. I'm taking a break after this. I am shattered. As I mentioned before, my shoulders are killing and the editing is going to be long. But inshallah, Allah Azza wa Jal will give me reward and give everyone reward that has watched this and been involved in this project. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for supporting me. Thank you very much for sharing all of this content. If you haven't subscribed or liked or followed my other socials like Instagram, TikTok, please do so as well, because I do put different stuff there. I'm just trying to think about strategies. Once I've edited all these videos and put them on YouTube, I'm going to then slowly take time out of my busy life and make shorts, upload them on TikTok, upload them on Instagram, upload them on YouTube. I've heard of some softwares that can shorten these videos and make them. So I'm going to look into that. I'm going to study it. Even if I have to put in a bit of money, I'm going to do that, inshallah. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
लाखों सलाम, लाखों सलाम।